Hey everybody, this is Peter B. Lovely Tuesday in New England. 2 days in a row. Monday was just as lovely. But it's Tuesday, so welcome to this episode of Tobacco Card Tuesday. Okay, we're starting off with a 1909 through 11 T206 of player Ed Abbaticchio. That's actually, I looked it up how to pronounce his name. He actually has two cards in the T206 set. One of them has blue sleeves on his jersey, which is this one right here, and the other one has brown sleeves. So that is how they are determined. This is the blue sleeves, and it has a sweet Caparel back. Born on April 15th, 1877 in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, Edward James Abbaticchio was the sixth of 9 children of Italian immigrants. Ed thrived on the ball fields of Latrobe, both as a baseball player and football player. In 1897, a sports writer put him on the team of best Western Pennsylvania football players as his pick for the halfback. Also in 1897, the Philadelphia Phillies signed him, and he had a cup of coffee with them as their second baseman. He played in 3 games before he broke his hand, slide it into the catcher during a play at the plate. But while still being a professional football player and then signing with the Phillies, does this make him the first two-sport player? I'm not sure. Some people may agree that he is the first professional two-sport player. In 1898, the following year, he played 25 games for the Phillies before he was sent to the minors. He was down in the minors for the next 4 years, and in 1902 he had a very good year. So the Boston Bean Eaters, who later became the Boston, then Milwaukee, then Atlanta Braves, bought his contract and brought him back to the big leagues in 1903. Playing shortstop and second, he covered more ground than many of the other players, but while covering all this ground, he made a lot of errors. In January 1906, he announced he's retiring baseball to run his father's hotel back in Latrobe. In 1906, Boston did coax him out of retirement, but then 10 days later, he was traded to the Pittsburgh Pirates. He played with them for a few years, and the double play combo of Abbaticchio and Honest Wagner helped the Pirates win the World Series in 1909. Abbaticchio played through the 1910 season and then officially retired and went home to run the hotel. So this is the first card, a very nice T206. And if T206 has no numbers, so their checklist is by alphabet, and this will be the first card alphabet of the series. So this would be card number 1. Okay, next I'm going to show you 1933 Goudey Bengough. Someone bit the corner off. But once again, I wanted this card because It's also number 1 of the Goudey set, the 1933 Goudey set. So there's Benny. Excuse me. And then I want to show you this book. Put it back here. Mike, baseball collector, showed it on his channel a couple weeks ago, and it looked very interesting, so I went out and bought it. And if you're into the history of not only the players and the cards, but the companies who made the cards, this is very good to learn about Leaf. Leaf was a candy company, and in 1949 they published baseball cards to go with gum. But before that, they also, in 1936, oh, I'm sorry, let me go, before I go to that one, if any of you watch my other videos where I show a book that I'm about to or just read, you know that I always go out and buy a bookmark. So the bookmark, while I was reading this book about Leaf baseball and the company, I went out and bought Marty Marion. So here was my bookmark, and now he will be put into my collection of my other Leaf cards. Okay, back to the Leaf company. They made candies, and in 1936 they came out with this. It's classified as the R301 Overland candy wrapper. Overland was owned by Leaf directly, so it is a Leaf company. And this is Sammy West, the St. Louis Browns. And this wasn't inserted into anything. This was actually the wrapper. And the first time I became aware of these was on John Mangini's channel. He showed one. And then when I read about them in this Leaf book, I decided, hey, I should have at least one copy. They do have some very good players, and they have very good price tags, meaning expensive. So I grabbed this guy. He was cheaper. Not perfect, but it was a wrapper. The back is blank, and these were wrapped around candies. And so people threw many away because they were just wrappers, but some people did save them. So they are a little bit rare, and like I said, if you get a good player, they are expensive. But I wanted to add one to my collection after reading this book that Mike, baseball collector, showed on his channel. So that is what I got for today. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope everyone out there does also. Thank you.